The Lone Star summons up images known the world over, the stuff of cowboys and tycoons, of wildcatters and politicians, stories that collectively paint a colorful portrait of the nation's most fiercely independent state. Today, that collective image takes on a new dimension. New stories of extraordinary contemporary Texans who are making a difference and making history today. A formal recognition of the achievements, contributions, and legacy of the unheralded women of Texas. The Texas Women's Hall of Fame. Created in 1984, the Texas Women's Hall of Fame recognizes women who have attained significant professional and personal achievements in areas such as the arts, education, leadership, and health and social services. Women like Dallas Black Dance Theater founder Ann Williams.
The best thing about what I do is being with the dancers now. They keep me alive. There's never a dull moment because I have 10 wonderful dancers and each one has a different personality. And seeing the joy that they impart as we tour, as they perform on stage, and meet all of the other kids, and the excitement that they bring to their eyes, that's the same excitement that I had years ago. It's like going full circle.
Presidential advisor Karen Hughes.
But the morning I woke up to go to work at the White House, I remember I was up very early. I looked at my husband and I said, I'm going to work at the White House today. And I just couldn't believe it. And he looked at me like, well, no, duh, that's the whole point. But I just couldn't believe it. I mean, it was an enormous privilege and honor to serve President Bush and the country in the White House. One of the things I've always worked very hard to promote is the idea of a family-friendly workplace. I've been very fortunate to work for the President who means what he says when he says that your family is your priority, and who backs that up by letting his employees do things that are important for their families. And I hope that's one of the things that my decision to move home to Texas says to women and men, is that you can make decisions that you think are best for your family, and in my case it was to move my family home to Texas, and still make a contribution.
Holy Family Birth Center founder Sister Angela Murdoch.
It's not our job to just watch a lady and say, oh, you're a problem now, let's do something about your problem. The work of nurse midwives is to keep women normal. And we do that through educating them into better self-care, better knowledge of their body and how it functions, a lot of one-on-one care. That's what we're good at, and we do a super job of it. And by doing a super job of that, we end up with better results. Our prematurity rate, our low for birth weight babies, is less than half of the state. It's less than half of the United States. I mean, we're doing a good job. I often say that when you take care of the poor, it is like getting an insect bite that never stops itching. Everything you do from then on is seen through a lens of how it would affect the least people. Your ideals drive you. You become the personification of what's important, whether it's peace, justice, love of God, the poor and their needs, social justice, civil rights. You know, that's the thing that drives you. That's the thing that it becomes your passion and makes you who you are, and make it so that you realize that that's really the important thing.
Housed within the Women's Collection at Texas Women's University in Denton, the Texas Women's Hall of Fame inductees are first nominated by Texas residents. Nominees must be native or current residents of Texas. Their service or achievement must have been performed in Texas, and they must have been active within 5 years in the category for which they are nominated. A nonpartisan committee appointed by the Governor's Commission for Women selects the inductees, and they are honored at a formal awards presentation.
Thank you, and thank you.
The Governor's Commission for Women consists of women appointed from across the state to 2-year terms. Their mission is to improve the personal and professional status of women in Texas and to advocate programs that provide solutions to problems faced by Texas women.
The Governor's Commission for Women does several things. First of all, we identify and research key issues that are of interest to women in the state of Texas. Currently, we're focusing on domestic violence prevention and also on increasing childhood immunization rates. We'd really love to see those rates up here in the state of Texas. We also advocate issues by increasing public awareness, and we do that through media events, through community outreach, as well as distributing information.
The legend that is Texas is changing. Its legacy is deepening. The Texas Women's Hall of Fame will help ensure that the achievements and contributions of women from across the state are honored and written into that legacy chapter by chapter. For more information about the Texas Women's Hall of Fame or the Governor's Commission for Women, visit www.governor.state.tx.us/women.